Hi guys, this is Karen. Welcome to another exciting video. Why is this video exciting? Because I don't have any sunscreen on, and I'm going to show you these three sunscreens that I have, how they look like, do I recommend them, what do I think about them. I have nothing on my skin but skincare and some lip oil by NYX because I really love it. Maybe you can see that it's half finished. That's how much I love it. I carry it almost everywhere, but that's not the main issue of this video. Sunscreens. I usually go for mineral sunscreens. I guess it's just because of the ingredients list. I do think that they are better ingredients in the mineral sunscreen. Is that true or not? Well, that's for another video. If you're interested in a video when I cover the basics of sunscreens, physical sunscreens versus mineral sunscreens, the pros and the cons and ingredients and everything like that, then do let me know in the comment section down below. And before we get started, I do want to welcome any new visitors to my channel, and I do hope that you will consider I'm just shaking this. I hope that you will consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell and joining my family here on YouTube. This is going to be, I assume, short video, but let's just get started. First of all, I have this one. This is from Aven. I hope I'm not butchering the name because it is in French. It's a French company. It is the very high protection 50+ SPF creme, mineral cream, fragrance free for intolerant skin, very water resistant. So far that sounds very good. Really love the fact that it's mineral based, it has a tint to it, and it's 50+ SPF. So far it's good. Does it have shades? Well, it doesn't say anything on the package, so I'm not really sure if it had shades when I bought this or not. It doesn't say anything, so I don't have the outer packaging, so I don't really know. But this is the shade that I have, which looks like this. I hope you can see that. I will swatch it in a minute. You know what's better for swatching? Let's just take a bit and swatch it here, the back of my hand. This is the shade. Now, to pull this off, you have to be really pale. And I have, well, it's more like a light to medium kind of shade in my face. You know, summer happened. So we're going to do it on half of the face, and I'm sacrificing my body here in the sake of science. And you'll see in a minute why I'm being so dramatic. Can you see that? I'm completely white. Now, I applied it on yesterday before leaving the house because I didn't want to have a white sunscreen, so I opted for a tinted one because it is a tinted sunscreen. You can see by the cap. But this is definitely not the shade for me, so I'm not really sure if it has shades. I hope so. You know what, I'll pop here on the screen if it has a shades or not. See, I'm completely white, and my daughter made fun of me. She said, "Mom, are you sure you're going out like this? You look white." But I was in a hurry. I did not have time to apply foundation or anything on top of it, so I went out like this and looked like a ghost. Now I have to say that after a few hours, when I got back home, it was, I don't know, 5 hours later, it looked okay. But should I, you know, go out of the house looking like a ghost? So if you are light to medium like me, then this is definitely not for you, unless you apply foundation on top of it. But the whole point of tinted mineral creams is not to have to wear foundation on top of it. So I don't really get the point, and I even gave it to my daughter to use and it was worse on her. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but definitely I have to use it only on days that I'm going to apply foundation. So this is this one. And the other one, well, I have two more. So we're going to put one on the forehead and one on this side, because, you know, I don't have anywhere else to put. Okay, so I put here also already from this one. So this side of the forehead is going to be with this one, the OG very hyped sunscreen from Beauty of Gesseon. This is the Relief Sun Rice and Probiotic SPF 50+++. Very hyped online. And I heard somewhere in someone's video saying they sold made a few million dollars just from selling this one, and I believe them. This is very hyped. Let's put it on my forehead. Now this is not a mineral sunscreen. This is not a mineral sunscreen. It's a chemical sunscreen, and that's okay. I have nothing against chemical sunscreens. But what I don't like about it, and I transferred it to my daughter because I don't really like it, it's too runny. It's too liquidy. I'll just apply it here. Well, not, I don't know if liquidy is the right, well, the consistency is very sheer. Maybe that's, you know, you can see on my finger it's very sheer, and you can even see when I apply it to my face, this is very sheer coverage, and you need to apply 2 fingers of sunscreen all over your face. But with this I found that half a finger is enough, and it's even too much. So I don't know, not really a fan of this, but my daughter wanted to try it and I gave it to her. It's her decision if to keep using it. I'm going to apply a second coat, but as you can see, there is no white residue. Well, this is not a mineral sunscreen, so it's clear, it absorbs quickly. I guess that the consistency is not for mature skin, it's more for young skin. I already bought another one because she wanted. I'm not going to use this one. This is definitely not for me. Now, this is Kiss My Face SPF 50 Mineral Sunscreen Non-Comedogenical SPF 50. Yeah, this looks really nice. All the ingredients list is nice. This one have 12.0% of zinc oxide. This one doesn't say how much zinc oxide there is inside. Maybe on the outer packaging. I'm talking about this one. You know, I was talking to myself. Okay, this one is not tinted. This is white. I'll shake it. You can hear the shake. This is super liquidy, very liquidy, and as you can see, let's apply it also to my hand. This one has a very strong scent of ingredients, but as you can see, on the hand it dissolves okay, but let's see what happens on the face. This is very liquidy. even more liquidy than the Beauty of Jason. And this one has a white cast that is disastrous. You have no choice but to wear foundation on top of this, because it leaves a very, very white. It's better than this one, which is a tinted one, but this is heavier. It gives a heavier coverage. This one gives a very light coverage. It has no tint. It looks better than this one. But if you would see only this side of my face, then you would see that it's a bit white. Less white than this one, but I have to wear foundation on top of it. Let's conclude this video. I've been talking and talking and talking, and we need some conclusions. First of all, this one, again, this is not a mineral sunscreen, it's a chemical sunscreen. It doesn't leave a white residue. It's very lightweight, but I really don't get the hype. I mean, if I need to grade this one, I will give it maybe a 6 out of 10. Just because it absorbs very quickly, it doesn't leave a white cast. But I don't know, this is not for my skin type. This is not for mature, dry, oily kind of skin. Definitely not this one. Not for me, didn't really like it. Now these two are nice. This one is tinted, it has a very high coverage. But again, I can't go out like this. I look super, super white. And with this one doesn't have a tint. And it also leaves me very, very white. Now, it absorbs better to the skin than this one. Still, these two, for me, I say maybe a 7. But this one is a 5, this one is a 7, just because this is a tint and I expect a tint not to give me such white cast. But none of these are my OG, my go-to sunscreens, so that's it. I need to apply some makeup because I look like a ghost right now. And let's just apply some makeup. I mean, just for reference. Okay, just for reference, this is a really good sunscreen. This is from La Roche-Posay. This is wonderful. You know what? Even though I'm already covered with sunscreen, let's just apply this one. This is a Mineral One 50 SPF Daily Cream. What else does it says? Not much. Does it have a shade? Not. Oh yeah, this one is a 2 medium. Oh, maybe this one has, it says here maybe? Because this one says here 2 medium. So this is in the shade medium. This is the perfect shade for me. I really enjoy using it. I love the fact that it has a SPF of 50. As you can see, the shade is good. Not perfect, but good. But this is a cream with SPF. This is not just SPF. This is the difference. But it can double as a foundation. So I usually wear my SPF and add this one. There was a time that I wore only this, but then I realized that this is a cream with SPF and not just SPF. And it does make a difference, because if it's just a cream with SPF, it means that a vast majority of the ingredients are not for sun protection. And I just want to say, I know that in the UK you have 4 degrees Celsius, but it doesn't mean that you don't need to apply SPF. You need to apply SPF 365 days a year. Yes, even in winter. always apply your SPF, even if you're home. I think the only way not to apply SPF is if you are maybe a nurse or a doctor and you work in shifts and your shifts start at 6 p.m. and you get back in the morning at 7 a.m. you're already home. Maybe then you don't need SPF. But keep in mind that even in the hospital you have fluorescent light. That's also not good for our skin. Okay, I applied it with my hands all over. My pores are as humongous as they can be, so I'm just taking my damp sponge and sponging it away, just absorbing some of the excess product. Not a lot, lightly, because we do want the SPF protection. This is now dirty. So this is me after foundation. This is the beauty of Jason. You can see, beautiful. This also looks good under this kind of cream. It's not a foundation, it's a cream with tint. This one looks a bit cakey because this is very, very heavy. And on top of it, another heavy cream. Two heavy creams look heavy on the skin, so keep that in mind. So I usually apply very liquidy tint or very liquidy foundation after using this, of course. Okay, let's just complete the look very, very quickly because, you know, I want to show you the final result. So maybe we'll do that in speed motion. So I'll complete the look in speed motion. final look. This side is with the Avance tinted sunscreen. This is with Kiss My Face at the bottom and Beauty of Jason at the top. I think the makeup turned out beautifully. This is a bit cakey. Again, this has too many layers. You can't really see skin. They're not the same. This one you can definitely see my skin pops out, which is more in my alley. I don't really like when the foundation covers everything. I don't like full coverage foundation, but because we use the tinted one and then the cream with the SPF, that's what happened. So don't do that. If you're using this and you just want to give it a bit more coverage to cover the whiteness, I do recommend a tint like the Colourpop one. Have a great tint, so that's my recommendation. This one is okay if you are adding a tinted cream or a foundation on top of it. You can still see skin, you can still see all my sunspots here, and I'm okay with it. Well, I did not do a good job blending here. Now I can see it clearly. I just correct it with my finger, but the Jason looks great under makeup. I have nothing bad to say about it. Okay, that's it. This is the final look. This is these are my final thoughts about these 3 sunscreens. Let me know if there is a sunscreen perfect. I do prefer a mineral sunscreen that you can recommend to me, and I will pick it up and try. That's it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Join my family here on YouTube. You can also follow me on Instagram at Karen Does Makeup. And that's it. I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.